Show me a man with a tattoo, and I'll show you a man with an interesting past. Jack London. We often ink what we don't say out loud. Tattoos can be art, rebellion, memory. But they can also represent something else. A mask, a mirror, even a cry for help. So here's my question. Are the most tattooed among us the most insecure? Obviously, I have many a tattoo. And no, they're not stick-ons like I tell many people when I first meet them. Humor might be another defense mechanism. My very first tattoo, a full chest dragon tattoo, was more of a, I wonder what the world will say now, somewhat raising both middle fingers and declaring, your move, society. Eventually the tattoos trickled down to my hands. And that came with 2 more inner commandments, just for me. There's no going back to investment banking now, whether you like it or not. You've arrived on new land, and the boats have been burned. You made the decision to leave for a reason. Don't allow yourself to have a safety net. And that's another boat pun. This was me cutting ties. And the second commandment, if you're gonna stand out this much, you better keep your body in check. What I was really saying was, Stefan, I'm not letting you get fat. Because if you're fat with tattoos, you'll be one sad son of a... Again, that's my internal dialogue. Not to say anything about anybody else. There's a theory in psychology called identity foreclosure. It's when people commit to an identity without really exploring who they are. And that way, tattoos can be a shortcut, a way to feel unique without becoming whole. It's expression, yes, but it can be compensation. On the Armchair Expert podcast, Dax Shefford talks with guests about how tattoos can be both armor and confession, external proofs of inner battles. Now let's get into the extreme body modifications. People who tattoo, pinch, squeeze, pluck, carve, chisel, break off every inch of their body are expressing more than their individualism, aren't they? They're drowning in a perception of a perception of a perception of themselves. And they probably have no idea who they are. Maybe it's some discomfort or hatred in their own skin. Could very well be related to their relationship with their body. But there's certainly something psychological happening. There's a suffering, and it's pathological. And this is where mere art becomes an obvious armor. Be careful of tattoos becoming a shameful facade you're parading to the world. The paradox, of course, is the louder your tattoos scream, the more you're trying to cover up. The more they show off, the more you're hiding. What are you trying to say with your tattoos that you can't say with your voice? Are tattoos telling your story or concealing it? Would you still want them if no one ever saw them? Oof, that's a good question. Tattoos aren't bad. Some are, but great tattoos are beautiful. But beauty can be a camouflage. Sometimes we decorate the house so no one will see it's empty. The house is a metaphor. We mark our bodies because we haven't made peace with them and need protection. When you're thinking of your next tattoo, ask yourself, what am I putting on display? The real me, truly? Or my insecurity? Am I telling the truth or covering a wound? There's nothing wrong with ink, per se, but there's a lot wrong with hiding behind it. Like a rabbit putting on a turtle shell. You're not presenting your authentic self. Tattooed, you never have to be fully naked. And once tattooed, you never get to be fully naked. Alright builders, see you every Sunday. And remember, growth equals owning the difference between self-expression and self-erasure. Brick by brick, we'll get there. Valeu!